click. Okay. So, okay, so now everyone in the Connect Club and also in the voxels, you can share the link, YouTube link. The YouTube link is on our Twitter account and also YouTube link and also on the Connect Club Telegram group. So now we're on live and Celia right now is on site at the Connect Club. And Celia, please share the YouTube link on voxels chatbot, okay? Make sure. Okay, so now we are starting. We are sharing the Zoom now. Okay, so
taking off. We're taking off.
Yes. Okay. So now over to Fanny. Where's my Zoom? Yeah. Okay. So
right.
Zoom is coming here. Okay. Okay. Big.
Okay. All right.
Wait.
Started.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Hi everyone. Welcome to another week of Digital 2020 Boom into Web3 Social. We have our co-host, Bessie, who's going to be doing a bit of an introduction for us right now. Go ahead, Bessie.
Hi. Thank you, Fanny. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm Bessie, and I'm the host for today. Welcome to Digital 2020 Boom into Web3 Social event and a new way of Web3 podcast. That's right. You guys are here for the beginning, the birth of it. Welcome, everybody on Connect Club, live on Voxels, live on YouTube, through Zoom. We have our sponsor, the TSA NFT team, Fanny and Cecilia, Eason and Min. We have our co-hosts and organizers, Kafi, Nula, Adam, and sponsors for Digital One and Connect Club. Digital 2020 is a month-long event designed to help companies understand all the intricacies of successfully leveraging the metaverse and collaborating in the digital world. So we're doing it right now, live for you, and we love that you're here. We're so happy that you've joined us. Please invite your friends. There will be keynotes, case studies, strategy sessions, and networking opportunities. Network, explore all the opportunities in the metaverse that it has to offer, meet new friends, don't be afraid, jump in, expand your contact list, and learn how to develop a strategy to make the rapidly evolving metaverse space an effective marketing tool for your business. And that's what we're doing again right here to preface it always. Remember, you're doing it now, and thank you so much for your energy and your effort. This event is held at TSA NFT Incubator on Connect Club and Voxels. If you have any questions during the event, please don't hesitate and ask the TSA NFT team of Fanny, Cecilia. They will be on site to help you. So feel free to connect with them. Today, the TSA NFT Incubator team will give us an introduction and our co-organizers will give you their introduction shortly. Now, let me hand it over to TSA NFT team, Fanny, and she will say hi and give us a short introduction and the agenda for today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bessie. And hi, everyone. I'm Fanny with TSA NFT Incubator. We're so happy to be sponsoring this event. But before we introduce this special one-of-a-kind month-long event of Digital 2020 Boom into Web3 Social, I want to give you an instructions on how to access the different venues during the event. So for all the people who are attending in Voxels and in Connect Club, if you are on Voxels, we have two locations, the Ocean venue, the Digital One Ocean venue, and the TSA NFT gift shop. If you're at the Ocean venue right now, you'll probably see me at the stage. I am constantly just waving and flying, so you can see my lovely shoes. If you click on the teacup on top, it'll bring you to the TSA gift shop where we will be hosting the fashion show. And you can also visit anytime you like to shop and visit. There's a media wall behind me on the stage in this Ocean venue that will connect you to Connect Club, which is our networking and presentation room and venue where you can watch, listen, and communicate through your mobile or your tablet. If you're at the TSA NFT gift shop, you can left click on any of the images on the wall and it'll bring you to this Ocean venue. And if you click on the banner at the very top, you will bring you to Connect Club. So these two venues, these two locations on Connect Club and venues are for our event this entire time. Now, before we present our very, 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 very special Web3 Wearable Dictionary Fashion mini show, before the big one happening on 27th and 28th until the 30th, first let's take a look at the new fashion show venue. So, Min, will you share the fashion show venue?
Yeah, I did already sharing. So this time I'm sharing different way. Last time we are sharing from Zoom. Somebody told me the sound didn't feel good. So
Okay,
this time
so you're
I'm
showing directly. Okay, well,
yeah.
so in our mini fashion show today, we have 3 models, which will be featuring all the wearables that are created by our in-house designer, Easton. And we are going to airdrop some of them for our active attendees. And then we will talk about the month-long event and today's speakers. So don't forget to head to the Digital One Ocean Park and the TISA NFT gift shop during our soft opening period on Voxels and get some free wearables just by signing our guest book during the lunch break. And the airdrop will be only for this period of time to reward our users and POAP members. So it's our way to help us all learn to earn. So if everyone can head to the gift shop at Voxels and get the models ready, we will be starting our mini fashion show.
So now I'm going to play the music for this fashion show, and you can introduce the songs coming from later. So, okay, whoever had a TSA Web3 wearables, and you can come on the fashion show, the mini fashion show rehearsal time. Okay, so I'm coming from this side.
So we need Min and Cecilia to join me at the catwalk.
So Fanny, you can tell us what's the name of the top and the dress and the shoes and so on.
Oh, okay. So should I start walking first, or am I telling you what I'm wearing?
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Okay, so here I am. You can see me right here. Okay, sorry.
You are looking fabulous, Fanny.
Thank you. So my top is an open economy gentleman hat. Not just gentlemen can wear it. Ladies can as well. And my top, oh no, this is not. This is my top is called a Uniswap hits $1 trillion in volume on May 24th. Open jacket X red top.
Great.
Yeah. And my bottom is called my dream home skirt. And I am wearing these beautiful white pump butterscotch tone heels, which if I fly up, you can see a little bit better. There you go. And I'm walking with my penguin. Here we go. All right, and I'm going back to the stage and turn around. So again, I am wearing an open economy hat. A Uniswap hits $1 trillion in volume on May 24th. Open jacket, my dream home skirt, and the white pump and butterscotch tone.
Okay.
Love
So
it. Love it.
You have a very beautiful, sexy shoes. How those
and
shoes
my
coming
sexy
from?
shoes. My shoes, they're beautifully designed by one of our contributors and co-organizers, Brooke Genster. She's designed all of our sexy and beautiful and fancy shoes on all of our models that you would see. Have we got our second model coming up?
Yeah, I think we are done today's mini rehearsal show, and whoever in Connect Club and also at Voxels, if you are interested in joining our mini fashion show on June 27th and 28th, please contact us, and you will get a proper training and also get a free wearables and to join our great music festival on June 27th.
I'm taking a WAMP.
Okay, thank you.
Taking a WAMP of us.
So I think right now we are done our mini show now, and we would like to introduce our today's great speaker. And yes, I turn over to Kathy,
Happy,
right? Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Digital 2020, booming into Web3 social. I am so excited today to speak with Tom Cassano. I had never heard of Tom Cassano before, but once I began to read up on what he's doing in the metaverse, I became very excited, and I can't wait to hear what he has to share with us. Tom, welcome. Welcome to Connect Club, and welcome to Digital 2020, booming into Web3 social. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. It's an absolute pleasure to be here.
Well, we are excited about two things. Number one, your SEO platform. And number two, even more exciting, is your creation and the ability for us to create our own worlds in the metaverse. First, could you tell us a little bit about who you are, Tom? Tell us a little bit about your story, who you are, your companies, and what excites you about the metaverse.
100%. These are great questions. And I have some slides I can share to help us walk through some of this.
Absolutely.
Great. And I'll share my screen. And oh, wait, I think, Min, you just need to enable me. Here we go. Okay. Great. Can you guys see my screen okay?
Yes, we can. Thank you, Tom.
Perfect. Yep. Let's see if I can move this over. Okay, great. Yeah, I'll walk through. And Kathy, if you want to interrupt me at any time or ask questions, I'd love for this to be interactive. So we can move it slower past this. Okay, great. And if anyone has questions, I'd love to take them. So yeah, my name is Tom Cassano. I'm the founder at Deep. And what Deep is are simple tools to build worlds in the metaverse. And I encourage you to ask questions. So we can have questions throughout, just interrupt me, or we can have them at the end as well. And so, yeah, Kathy, thanks for asking about my background. I'm the founder at Deep, and I'm an entrepreneur. This is my third startup. We're currently raising a funding round. So if this is of interest, I'd love to have a conversation next week if anyone is available. And basically what inspires me and gets me going is just making things that seem impossible, making them possible, making them a reality. And so I'd encourage you to connect with me on LinkedIn. Really excited to meet all of you here who we're not able to chat one-on-one at the moment, but looking forward to having more conversations. And so Deep, as I mentioned, it's a no-code platform to build worlds in the metaverse. And you'll notice here that metaverse has a little asterisk next to it. Like, why did I do that? Well, when I say metaverse, I'm specifically talking about the spatial web. And I'm talking about the way we use the web today is you're looking at a screen, you're looking at a web page or a video. The spatial web is immersive. It's a 3D experience. It could be in virtual reality. It can be in augmented reality. And metaverse is a term that has many meanings. And there's a lot of different technologies coming together. Obviously, Web3 is a huge one. And there's a lot of interesting things happening. You're looking at a web page or a video.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Yeah, and tell me if I should mute myself on Connect Club or anything like that.
No, you're perfect.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So how will we build the metaverse is one of the big questions I like to ask. And this is, again, another asterisk. Why? Well, it's not a philosophical question. This is a real practical concern. How are we going to build worlds and build experiences in the metaverse? And to me, building the metaverse is really just like the way we built the web. So when you think back to the late 90s, if you wanted to make a website, basically you'd be looking at something a little bit like this. You'd be looking at HTML and you'd be trying to figure out, what do I need to learn here to make my web page? And over time, we had these amazing companies come up, Wix and WordPress, Squarespace and Shopify. And it's so easy now. I feel like my mom could make a website if she wanted to. And so that's where we are today. You got a simple UI, it's drag and drop, super easy. And here we are, 20 plus years later, and you want to make a world in the metaverse. And again, there's many different platforms. A lot of it is Web 2, a lot of it is not interoperable. But I'm talking about the virtual reality, the immersive sort of world in the metaverse. And yeah, this is what you get if you want to make a virtual reality experience in the metaverse today. You get a whole bunch of code. Again, this is C#, and C# is used in the game engine called Unity, which a lot of these metaverse, spatial web metaverse apps are built on. And so basically what we're doing is making it just drag and drop and easy like you would if you wanted to make a web page on Wix. And so our mission at Deep is to empower humanity to build any world that they can imagine. And our vision is to have billions of user-generated worlds built by regular people, shared and visited by everyone, just like the web is today. There's billions of web pages. I forget the number, but YouTube, I think, probably has 1 billion videos. Who knows how many videos are on TikTok nowadays, but there's a plethora of amazing content and experiences created by people. And so that's what Deep is. It's easy tools to build worlds. And that's the main problem that I mentioned, is that if you want to build the worlds, you have to be a programmer, you have to learn complicated tools, or have a good budget. And so we make it easy. We're currently live on open beta on the Quest. So if you own a Quest headset, you can go on there right now and build a world or check out worlds there. We have 7 engineers working at Deep, and we're getting new worlds built every day, and some pretty interesting ones. So this is a quick little GIF or GIF, depending on your how you like to pronounce it, of how easy it is. You know, let's say you want to put a pineapple in your world for some reason. You just grab it and pull it over, click a button, and boom, it's in your world. This is how easy it should be. This is also a quick little example of how you can change the environment, the feel of your world, and there'll be more to come. But you know, so far we've got a handful of preset templates. And let me know if you guys can hear this. Can you guys hear this? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, perfectly. Super exciting.
That's our trailer, and let's see here. This is a world that was created pretty recently. It's one of my favorites.
And so, Tom, with the worlds that we're creating, are we also able to create our own avatar in the world, or what is the interface with that?
Yeah, sorry, let me pause these videos so they don't play. Yeah, so right now the avatars we use are built by Meta. And there's a number of great ones out there. There's Ready Player Me, there's more coming. You know, VR Chat, if you've used that before, has a whole ton of avatars. So we probably will evolve over time, but right now they're very human-like avatars.
Right.
Yeah, it's a great question. Was there others? I'm happy to pause.
I'm so overly excited. So you're an entrepreneur. This is your 3rd startup. This is probably a game changer in the space to help people who are unable. I believe one of the questions that came up in a previous talk earlier this week was creating an opportunity for disabled people and creating inclusivity for the metaverse. And it seems like Deep creates this opportunity for inclusivity. Was that part of your plan?
100%. I mean, if you think of like, what would the involvement be like if the web were only available to programmers, you know? And programmers is a very subset of people, right? And it's the same with the metaverse right now. You know, you can't have it being built or only accessible to people who know how to code, or you know, whether it's race or gender or ethnicity or anything. I mean, it should be open, accessible to everybody, just like the web is, or just like I don't know, social media platforms, YouTube. Yeah.
Fantastic. So you're in beta right now. What is your what is your time frame to be released fully? And what can we expect? Are we getting specialized items from Meta, or are we just getting the basic products to be a participant in Deep?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So it's funny because when does a product go from open beta to like live release? I mean, we're live release, right? So anyone can download and use it. Yeah. So in a sense, it's maybe just easier to say we're live, but we don't have like a whole ton of features built that we'd like.
Okay.
Yeah, and so you know, it's really the whole idea is for it to be fully accessible and customizable for anyone. So if you want to import a 3D model that you have from somewhere else, we want you to bring it in. And if you want to export your world to somewhere else, we want that to happen too. Those aren't built yet. Those are on our roadmap. But right now you can go in, you can start placing objects where you want. It's multi-user. So you and I can go in there and start building a world together, or just talking and hanging out. So yeah, there's cool stuff you can do. And, admittedly, Meta, they are the dominant VR, the Oculus Quest is the dominant VR headset, right? So, but the way we built it, we could easily put it on the HTC Vive, or we could bring it onto desktop and mobile. So we could do that as well. But, primarily we're living within their app store.
Fantastic. And so what are the opportunities for artists and also brands to participate in Deep?
That's a great question. So we found that artists are like best users. People love to create, people love to design, people who are just artistic, they come in and they make some beautiful aesthetic stuff. People with less of an art sensibility, they just kind of throw stuff around, and it's not the best world. So yeah, artists are amazing. And what was the other part of that question?
How are artists able to engage in the space? How artists are they able to engage in space? And then my follow-up question was, what are the opportunities for NFT artists to engage in this space?
Yeah, so we want to make the ability for NFTs to be brought right into the world, however you want to use them, if you want to share them, if you want to curate them. There's another app in VR called Spatial, which has done a really good job of it. So they have NFT galleries and museums. You're familiar?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, totally. So it's something we certainly want to do. There's a lot of interesting Web3 and crypto integrations we want to do. We're still very early in our development. So right now we are a classic Web 2.0 app. Unfortunate as that is, but the next level will be integrations and interoperability and APIs, as well as, of course, Web3, blockchain, all that interesting stuff.
Fantastic. Well, we're really excited to hear from you. Does anyone have any questions in Connect Club?
A question, Coffee?
Yes, Vasilina.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, sorry. I'm trying to listen to Connect Club at the same time. I thought I heard you talking.
Hi, Tom. I wanted to know, how long have you been working on Deep?
It's only been 6 months. We've got a lot done in a very short period of time.
Cool. And also, so what inspired you to build here in the Facebook app with Meta?
Yeah, so like I was alluding to before, we can build for, let's see, I guess the question could be, are we building for virtual reality or augmented reality, one of those, or are we building for like a desktop and mobile? So I can answer that question, or I can answer within VR, why Meta over any other.
So I guess, because, the young ones will say, hey, it's all happening on Facebook. Like, what's anyone else trying to build? Which is what I've been hearing as well. So my question actually is more of a bridge question to refocus it. Does Deep mean to be representing Facebook as a bridge to all the other metaverses being built? I guess an easy translation bridge.
It's interesting. I think we should unpack that more and discuss it. So I'll give you how I see it really is right now. So the way it is now, like if you think of the iPhone, let's say that there's Android and there's the Pixel and all these other smartphones, but like it's different in the VR market. Meta and Oculus like basically owns the market and the hardware. So if you think of the iPhone, in their app store, you've got apps, and these are Web 2.0 apps. So if you download TikTok or something right now, it's an app living in their platform. So it's the same in Meta and Oculus. They have the Oculus store. In the Oculus store, they have Web 2.0 apps in there, and they're not interoperable. So, you guys might be familiar with, we mentioned Spatial, there's Alt Space, there's VR Chat, there's Rec Room, and Meta has their own one, Horizon Worlds. All of those are not interoperable at all. They're all Web 2.0 apps. And Deep is unfortunately the same right now because it's an app living in an app store that's living on a piece of hardware. So we plan to and will be interoperable. But the weird thing, and we can get into a long conversation about this, but let me stop there. Does that help to add some context to your question?
Yeah. Tom, I see you as a bridge. with what you're sharing, with what you've shared, and the questions Coffee has asked you. A bridge to kind of be more interoperable between all apps and all platforms. So that's why I asked, because it seems to be an amazing project. So that's where I was coming from.
Yeah, well, in terms of as a bridge, I mean, I think it's an interesting thing because like the web has an open protocol of, HTTP and, anyone could be in there and access it. Right now, there's not really a standard open protocol for, you guys can actually teach me about, which blockchain or which, like where, because there's a whole bunch of them and different projects and things evolving and emerging. But yeah, right now they're not interoperable. And the weird thing to me about thinking of the web as an analogy to the metaverse is, if we're using different clients, like if you're using Safari and I'm using Chrome and someone else is using Internet Explorer, we can basically see the same web page in basically the same way. But in these different metaverses, there's different rules of physics and gravity. There's different rules of what behaviors we can do or what actions, because it's very interactive. It is a lot more like an app than like a static web page that I'm just consuming content. Even video is more of, linear content that I'm consuming. So the interoperability of the metaverse will just be interesting to watch it evolve and unfold, because I think it's a lot less straightforward than the web. And there's not like this open standard protocol that I'm aware of that, those other 5 platforms I mentioned, they're built on their own Web 2.0 version, their own closed, system like YouTube is, or like TikTok is. It's like a one centralized app.
So Tom, I love the fact that you're only 6 months in. That's extremely exciting. And so we have a lot of artists in the room. We have writers and designers. Are there any opportunities for us to engage with you, with the app, and really create some engagement with the NFT community, with the artist community, with the music community, just with the creative community at large? How can we participate, engage, and perhaps evolve with you?
100%. Yeah, I would love that. Like, we're actually currently seeking artists, people who want to create and build in a 3D space, want to make a world or express themselves. So 100%. If you own an Oculus Quest, download our app and see if you like it and start building a world. The one I was showing you, I see that was built by a 3D artist and he did an amazing job. We have a Discord. I could share the link here. And yeah, or you can connect with me on LinkedIn. I'd love to have conversations because I have a lot of admiration for creators and artists. Sure. And then in terms of like, NFTs and that sort of thing, I'd love to have conversations of how artists, do they want to create art and own it and then sell it, or, how they want that to happen within the metaverse, because I'd love to learn more about that.
Fantastic. Well, I believe we have a few more minutes for some more questions. Let me go to Connect Club. Does anyone have any questions in Connect Club? Does anyone have any questions? Mateus, go right ahead.
Yeah, I just have to move my thing here because I'm also in the school.
Mateus, you can come into the Zoom. Feel free.
Okay, well, I do it in the Zoom. It's easier than there's just a second.
Mateus is our second guest speaker today, Tom.
Oh, awesome. Cool. I had no idea.
Hey. So
welcome, Mateus.
I still
Matthias, excuse me.
Still have an echo.
So just turn off your connector
All right,
sound.
now it works. Fine.
Welcome.
So, yeah, my first. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can. Go right ahead.
Perfect. Yeah, first, that's great. I built on Wix my web pages, and I think I will put my 9-year-old son on Deep because he wants to create this stuff. So I think the roadmap that we have is great. Is really great. It's very simple, solves problems. I think it's it's a template that you bring from the Web 2 to the Web 3. For sure, this will be very interesting. I actually worked with a company as an advisor that is going in the same direction with interoperability of items called Style Exchange. And they the second part is called style protocol. As you know, the problem is not only that you cannot wear the stuff or bring it from Decentraland to Sandbox. You buy something and then from Voxel to Sandbox to Decentraland. It's also it just doesn't look the same. And this is a very manual process right now. And it's less a question actually that I have, because I'm very deep into the subject. My question would actually more be, and that answers also a previous question, how artists can engage, because you have two things. One, you have the creation of the world, and then you have the creation of content, correct? And the content could be music, could be fashion, could be whatever items. And there are platforms that have that already. And I think this bridge, because we are, we're talking about kind of second layer things. We want to connect the things. There are many parts around building blocks that could be connected. And I think I would like to connect you to the founder of this place, of Style Exchange, that is working in a similar direction, but not in building the metaverse, but building the items and make them interoperability, that they can go from one metaverse to the other. And that would actually also enable them that artists can easier engage with your world, or with the worlds that are created, because that's the kind of gate, right? That's the entrance where fashion designers go on this platform, and then they all of a sudden can use all these platforms together or go into your world. So that would be, I think, a very interesting part.
Matthias, in the organic way that we're discussing and that we've brought you on, could you tell everyone who you are and where you're from? Not to step over Vessie's shoes as our next host, but could you introduce yourself to everyone in the room and to Tom? And that way we can engage a little bit more organically with you.
Yeah, I didn't want to hijack the interview now. So if it depends only if you're ready now.
Why don't you tell us who you are, and then we'll allow Tom to answer your questions and take a couple of other questions, and then we'll wrap up.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, I'm Matthias. I'm coming from, I think, a very creative background. Sorry. I was like 35 years in fashion industry, started as a designer, went through the whole value chain until, private label production. I had an own brand with 15 retail stores in China, worked with 52 clients worldwide, went also into hospitality. So I had restaurants, bars, beach clubs, and went into music, music technology, music rights, distribution of audio files in the digital space. And then I went into blockchain, and blockchain was so boring because it's all about finance and all about crypto and all about this. But I gained some experience, and then NFTs happened. And that closed the circle. And I was so happy because it was a game changer for me. And I came back to my roots. NFTs is all the experience that I have. I can combine it again into a new business field. And that's what I'm doing. So I didn't hear you now. Are you?
I said, thank you, Matthias. What are your thoughts, Tom, in terms of Matthias's comments and the possibility of future and next level engagements?
Yeah. I've forgotten the question a little bit, but I think it was along the lines of artists bringing things into the metaverse and bringing them across different platforms or different, apps or whatever it may be. And yeah, I think that's critical. And I think that, there's some work being done, probably not enough. I don't think there's enough, there should be a stronger interest in my mind in development on, the interoperable metaverse and the protocol to live on for the spatial, the VR, AR version of it. I'm sure there's some of it going on, but it's definitely a big part of it. You have an object in your world, you want to bring it to mine, or you have created this piece of art, you want to bring it into your world or do something else with it. Maybe you want to make it free, maybe you want to charge for it. In the spatial version of the metaverse, 3D objects are definitely really interesting. 2D objects in a 3D world work, but I think the 3D versions of 3D art, I think, is like more like sculptures or models and those sorts of things. And video, audio, all those things are all interesting multimedia that can all be interoperable and working together. But yeah, in the spatial web, I think from an art perspective, anything that has 3 dimensions to it gets really interesting really quickly, because you can walk around it, you can look above it, you can maybe hold it and grab it and move it, or maybe you can even resize it or rotate it or throw. You probably are not going to throw this art to a friend, but there's all these possibilities of how artists want the art to be used or how people want to engage with it. So I think it opens up a lot of interesting possibilities. And sorry, now I feel like maybe I'm getting into Matthias's time. So it's been a pleasure chatting, and thank you guys for the questions. It's a great community.
Thank you. I think we're all really excited about the possibilities of Deep. We're really excited to meet you. We hope even possibly you could come back a little and we could go a little deeper, no pun intended. And so again, everyone, this is Tom Casano of Deep. Follow him on Twitter at Tom Casano, TomCasano. Follow Tom in LinkedIn. I already have. And follow him. He has some great articles about blockchain, investment, NFTs, his company's Deep, and his SEO media company. Thank you so much, Tom. And please don't go anywhere, Tom. We'd love for you to engage and participate, as Matthias has participated in your discussion too. Vessi, over to you.
Hi, Coffee. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Matthias. Thank you, Fanny and Min and everybody on site and Connect Club, holding it down. Isan on the tech side with Min. We appreciate you and Cecilia. And also hello to everybody on YouTube. Hello to everybody on Voxels, and hello to everybody on Connect Club. We're here with you live on Zoom with this beautiful discussion of interoperability and all the ways to get there ultimately in a 2D, 3D platform from 2.0 to Web 3.0. I'm here today with Matthias Luderlo, the founder of House of Stocks. He is a badass, and I think you heard a little bit about why that is. He's interested, especially I think with our current guest with regards to Style Exchange, if I'm not mistaken, and how Style Exchange would be able to support Mr. Casano. Welcome to this stage, Matthias. How are you?
I'm very fine, thank you.
We're so glad you're here. Very good. I'm glad you asked the question you did. I think I'm super happy also that Tom, right away at the beginning, Coffee, he opened the door to an open discussion, any questions that anybody has. So there's interoperability right there working for us. When you say what you mean and you mean what you say, and you show it and you share it live in this kind of presentation, I think that everybody can see the facts as they are. And so we're so excited that you're here. And I yield the mic to you to just share as you will. And when you're ready for anything, just let me know.
Yeah. Look, I could introduce a little bit what we do, but what I wanted to just say as a comment from what just happened. This is actually completely Web3. This is what I love, is that you talk with somebody and then it clicks and you say, hey, look, but I know another company. Not even, it doesn't matter if I work with that company or not. There's so many possibilities, and there's so much energy of innovation and so much possibilities of collaborating and sharing. And that's exactly what makes this whole space so incredible. I put, for example, a game developer together with Style Exchange, and I put them in a call. And they were first like a little bit, okay, well, why are we in this call? And I have no clue. They're like, we are making a game, you make a kind of fashion. And then I said, okay, show your stuff. And on a certain point, it's the Kasamas. It's actually an amazing, very cute project. The guy that's making it was a 3D designer for Maserati and for Alfa Romeo, so it's really skilled. And then he came to the fashion of the Kasamas of his things. And I said, so here you are, right? So why don't we make it different? We make the shop not in your game, we make the shop in the metaverse. So people go with your avatars in the metaverse. So you have also different, reach. And they got crazy, they loved it. And these things are happening, I think, in this space without, taking a share, without saying I'm an agent, I'm a broker, I need to do this. You actually kind of help each other permanently. And that's a great part of it. So just as a wrap up of
I love that.
daily happening in my life. Right?
You just help each other. I love that. NFTs closing the circle, like you said. Exactly. I'm quoting you. You see the vision, you see it all being born. Please continue. Sorry, I didn't mean to interject. I'm just inspired by this whole day. 5th day into Web3, boom into Web3 with TSA NFT Incubator. Thank you, Matthias. Please continue.
So the same thing is actually what inspired me for House of Stocks. As I told already, I sold my fashion company for a very simple reason. My son was born, and I'm I don't want to be the one that is permanently working, and then my son is all of a sudden a teenager, and then he's maybe a twin. He's like, oh, but you've never been there. So I sold my company for that reason. I said I'm going to go into a project where I can work remote. This was music, and then again the blockchain and blockchain finance. It was so boring, but I learned a lot. I worked with the founders of Ethereum. I worked with casinos, with wallet exchange wallet, crypto wallets. I consulted trading platforms, regulated trading platforms. So I had to gain a lot of knowledge, which actually is not my expertise. And then I realized that we have this movement, this Web3 movement, as we call it, and I saw that this is a great thing, but it's so unexperienced. People are investing now. We had a
pardon me. I'm so sorry. We're getting a little bit of feedback. Sorry for the interjection, Matthias. Is Fanny? Do we know what that is? Oh, I think it's gone now. Yes. Okay. Please continue.
So we have these people investing in NFTs. Now they made a lot of money because of luck, right? We had a bull run. Everybody when the market goes up, everybody can make money. But if the market goes down, what happens? Then there's a lot of rug pulls, a lot of scams and this stuff. And having these kind of companies in the background that are regulated, they have licenses, they're controlled. I said, why don't we create a concept where we actually educate both worlds, the traditional finance and this new economy, let's say the Web3 economy. So the Web3 economy needs actually structure, needs mentors, needs education, needs projects, NFT projects with really a business case behind. And the other world, they need to be educated that we're not just a JPEG, right? We're not just like a CryptoPunk JPEG. It's much more behind. And that's a little bit what House of Stocks is for. In a way, there are a lot of tools, a lot of assets that we have already that we combine. And it's kind of, we think we can be a front runner in how we combine everything in a hybrid solution. And that's also a little bit what we do in terms of vision. I will also show you something. Oh, if you allow me to share.
Yes, absolutely. We just are going to release the screen. Just one moment. Thank you for your patience, Matthias. How to combine everything in a hybrid. These are songs. You know that this whole event, there's 100 wearables and 100 dictionaries, songs that are being created for the event. So the definitions keep rolling in, how to combine everything in a hybrid. I'm quoting you on that, Matthias, because it is going to take everybody to define the definition book of Web3. Ultimately, there could be 5 million versions.
Absolutely. I'm still trying to share maybe
Who has the screen for the Zoom? Maybe it's Tom Casano. He shared last. Tom, are you there?
Yeah, I'm not sharing.
You should be able to share now. I think Min made him a co-host there.
So share content, if I go on it. Okay.
Got it?
I think, there should be now. It says Google Drive. Let's see if it's this
Thank you, everybody. We are here live. This is so fabulous. Fanny and Coffee, what do you think? What is this beautiful space? Isn't it awesome?
The thing that Matthias said about the metaverse is number one. It's not like corporate America. It's not like Europe and Asia, where there's a lot of formality in creating business opportunities, or there's at least a little bit of formality. here in space, we're able to meet on an even place and create connections just by speaking about what's on our mind, speaking about our projects, speaking about our passion and our intent. And we're able to connect with an openness that we normally haven't been able to do in other business venues. So
yes. Fanny also at the same time wanted to share, and I love this. Fanny, please, if you would, before Matthias continues.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
I think
hi.
I think it's
Fanny,
oh, okay, sorry.
go
I was
go
gonna
ahead,
say,
please.
I'm just learning so much about the space, about everything, and I think it's so fascinating. And like you said, we are all from all parts all over the world right now, and we're just all sharing one space and able to communicate live and share. I think it's just amazing, and I looking forward to what else we can do.
Me
Yeah,
too.
that's exactly the thing. It's a community. I just wanted to show what we're going to you know, a little bit our philosophy, and I will come back to explain it a little bit more. So this is the webpage of House of Storks. So we call it the art of finance. I mean, we had a finance-centric thing. We want to teach people in a playful way how they can, you know, deal with investing, but also getting, you know, psychology. What happens if it's not working in the way that I want, because you cannot predict the market. But also to deal with greed, you know, and when should I, you know, stop it? So we need kind of these are our avatars. So we are creating this photorealistic avatar. And now it's a bit slow. So that's our believing, like the House of Stock is a form of a new form existing, created by human traits, transferred into robotic bodies and combined with artificial intelligence. So that might we live in two dimensions.
Freak some people out.
Yeah, it will freak some people out. We live in the physical and in the metaverse, but you know, look at it from another point. Let's say I'm just a newbie. I start investing and buying NFTs. I flip them. I make money. I stop my job. I think that, okay, all of you are totally idiots. You know, we had this in the .com boom when every taxi driver was a multimillionaire and said, "You are all idiots," right? And then you crash. Yeah, it was like that. So greed gets in. People are not prepared. They're not prepared with money. They're becoming, you know, I always say, like, money doesn't really change you. It just multiplies who you are. So if you have a bad character, you will just push your bad character further. And look at it into a way that it's not scary, but is something that we are starting to transfer our knowledge, our character into an avatar, into artificial intelligence. And if this is used well, they can train us. They can accumulate information. They can tell us, "Hey, stop now." You know, we can give us ourselves schedules and say, what, you know, like the typical end of the year task. Oh, I want to be, you know, I want to have. Let's put it into finance. I want to put the stop loss, and then you do it, but you don't do it because you are talking with yourself. Or if I want to take profit, or I want to put money to a charity, and then, you know, nobody's controlling you, but you can have a digital twin. You can have an existence with it, and it can guide you and control. Okay.
It's like humanity. People are given a second chance to like revisit and connect with their humanity, to check in, to actually have that viability and visibility, kind of that inward dialogue to say my AI is going to be freaking, you know, for global, we want a peaceful world. We want everyone to have what they need.
It's going to be a fourth dimension, you know, like Freud's 3-dimension, we put one more on top. So under control. And this is what we do. We have the start. We have a new era, we say.
I'm not sure what's going on with the audio. Sorry.
So we have this part. Can you hear me?
It's a little matrixy. Min or yes, now I hear you. It's better now. Yes, thank you, Matthias. Sorry, just a little bit of technical things going on. Please continue.
Yeah, we of course have our Discord. We start this, and here's a little bit the light paper. And we gamify it also. So we say, yeah, are you brave enough? We have the concept that we want to, help this whole movement. Again, it's the new S6 and the SCART, the Newton area. And we have this thing, we say like there are, this is the new area, but there's a dark spirit. The dark spirits are the old people from the old Web2 that don't want to give away power. They don't want to, give away their ability to make money. That camouflage their activity.
Yeah, that's the one right there. I think that's the hot topic, camouflaging what you've done. Yeah.
So then we have the wise spirit. So it's like I consider myself a little bit of white spirit, and my partner that we say, okay, we have business, we know how it runs. We love the Web3 movement, and we make a coalition with the hybrids. We create this community. We create a community to help them to grow together. We are creating. They have the genesis of the hybrids, which will be our NFT start. We have the people that becoming a hybrid. There will be the braves. We have this, I think, very beautiful avatar. But that's in the eyes of the person. Somebody likes it, somebody don't. We have a DAO concept. So we actually give power back. We educate. Here's the DAO concept. Business opportunity. We give people the license right. We help them. So it's actually a complete, very let's say the wise spirits really going into a complete Web3 philosophy, and we follow this guideline, and we completely, with everything we have, our knowledge, our assets, we support it, and it's an experience.
Matthias?
Yeah.
Matthias, are you saying wise spirit? Wise?
Wise, yeah, the wise ones.
Wise. Yeah. And so it's wise to, when you mentioned dark spirit, yin and yang is light and dark, and they're beautiful together when they're in harmony. I think more clarity on the camouflaging of the activities of what people have done throughout history. And then when it comes to, we realize the history that we've been taught is actually not the history, because there's this other history, true to fact. So I think it's really important what you're doing and what you're saying here, specifically for this transition. There's so many people that want to have the opportunity that we have right now. And I'm so happy that you're here. Matthias Luderlo with House of Stocks is here. I'll allow you to continue. Thank you for my interjection. I just wanted to just that you did say wise spirit, because I thought you said white spirit, and I was like, oh, and
no,
but that's my own like social construct of growing up, Eastern European parents to the US, first generation American from where I come from, and growing up in the public school system, and the whole paradigm of dark versus light and what that really means. Because like, if love is the only thing that's real, then when we put our energy into things that we don't want, like, so we think about fear mongering, or we think about, the money that's spent to bring and pull people into those dark camouflaging web kind of scenarios in our minds that people can get wrapped up in, that we just come back to the love. So thank you for being here and allowing me to just interject there.
Yeah. This is clear. It's good also that you mentioned and say like, okay, well, what does he mean like white spirit? So this would be a complete wrong approach. The dark spirits, I think it's very clear that it is something bad, but we have also something here just to explain. Because I come from the fashion background where I'm always, for me, it's even a bit abstract, although I know it's so existing. When people see people because of different because of their whether color or religion, I don't have that. I haven't experienced that. But we also go further. Like we have this because we have the hybrids that we have. You can assemble and disassemble them. So if somebody gets a mint and he's minted in a body that he doesn't like, he can change it, and he can a transvestite, transsexual, whatever he wants, with a different trade. So I think it's very important that we also don't put somebody into one mint, and then that's it, and that's your hybrid. So actually we let the people with further mints amend their hybrid and create it in a very personal way. So there's a lot of thoughts that maybe have nothing to do with the subject of education and finance, but the spirit of the whole thing, bringing people together and bringing them we are more from an egocentric economy, we go into a sharing economy. Hopefully, all this is a test. We don't know. It reminds me also a bit on the 60s. When all the hippies said, "Okay, sorry for my French, but like fuck the establishment," and then they became very established later. Or our, we had in Germany Mr. Fischer, who was a complete supported the movement of the terrorists and the stuff, and then he became a politician, or a lawyer. And so what I mean is, like, we all start with dreams, and then when reality kicks in, the dreams are changing, and maybe we become even more established and narrow-minded than the people that we didn't like at that point. This is right now, we have this chance with being guided. We have this movement. We have this thing. We are lucky to be in an era where things are happening in simultaneous. You always need to have this thing. You need to have a critical mass of things that are happening. Let's say a completely simple example is the music, the advertisement, everything has changed in the early 90s with techno. So that changed dramatically how advertisement is done. It has changed dramatically how people think. It changed dramatically how people were going together, partying together, and it wasn't, a thing. I was lucky enough that my friends were like kind of the makers of techno. I was not.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we were like, I was. That's
an NFT project right there. The makers of techno. You're working titles here.
Yeah. So I was always like with the DJs, the club owners, and the stuff. But I did my fashion. But the point was, for example, companies like Adidas, that at that time were like a completely normal company, they were not becoming so great again and so much fashion because of, I say now the name, Michalski, who was a designer, or because Yoshi Yamamoto was then became collaborating, co-branding with them. It became so hip because the DJs and the ravers were wearing that stuff. And Jägermeister wasn't a great advertisement campaign that made it great. It was that because the ravers are starting to drink Jägermeister because they were popping their pills and they wanted to have something, for their stomach in a way. Yeah?
I served a lot of Jägermeister when I worked at Shelter as a bartender back in the day. That's funny. Yeah, music, it really does determine there's a music festival happening at the end of this on the 27th. So it'll be really cool. Yeah, Shelter. Did you go there? No, in Chicago. In Chicago.
No, I didn't. But this is the thing. It was out of a movement, but it was a lot of things that happening, and they changed big industry, small industry, the music, everything. So this is what's happening right now. But again, we will see people fail. We will see people that believe in Web3 changing their mind and becoming greedy and not sharing anymore and becoming same story as always. But I strongly believe that now that we have this platform and the wise spirits come in and they have made their life and their character is very strong and they're really saying, we're going to promote that, and not just as an ideology that maybe fail because we don't have the knowledge. We will with everything that we have really push it further. And And that's what's happening. And I want House of Stocks to be, in one part such a platform, and show that it's possible, that we guide people, we mentor them, that we will bring them up, we will support such projects if we really X-ray them and we think they are good. And we hope to bring people together and make them in a way stronger to go ahead with the whole
resilient.
Yes.
House of Stocks sounds resilient. It sounds multifaceted. It sounds inclusive. It's cool. It sounds cool. I'm super excited. Does anybody have any questions on the team here live with Zoom or in Connect Club? I think you might have a few questions now, Matthias, if we could move to that. I would love, I can't see if you're raising your hand or not, but please do ask your question. Coffee, Fanny?
Sure. Matthias, what kind of project is your ideal project from a small company or from a small community? What kind of projects, what would qualify an excellent choice of projects for your agency to work with?
Well, it's not really an agency. It's but let's say, yeah, for the community that we would say we want to support that. For me, there's and that's, I think, the most important is really the value and the values. Meaning, the first thing is the values. If I feel that somebody fakes that I do this for a good cause, and you feel it's not for a good cause, then it's done. If somebody wants to create, it doesn't really matter what a person wants to do. Because I like creative stuff, but we are here in finance also.
Right. I
feel that the team or the person that pitches something really believes in it, and maybe doesn't have the ability, the capability, the resources, and we can help. That's great. I come every day, I get pitched projects, and I've just told my partner, Maria, she's coming from a completely different thing. She's working in a shelter for sexual abuse and domestic violence victims. So she's in a total different world. But I told her, look, I also do have people, I'm maybe the lowest paid advisor in the world, because I'm advising so many people.
You're not.
Yeah, and I ask nothing for it. So it's a whole, and for me it's to make it simple. Maybe it sounds but I really strongly believe in it. If I feel that something is genuine, something really is doing what he wants and or the team wanted, if they can do it perfect, if they maybe have the abilities to do it, but they need some mentoring, then that's even better, because it gives also very nice feedback and a reward if they succeed. But of course, there's also a financial part that we have to run. But it's really about the value and the values that somebody brings with it, and if what they do really matching with who they are.
Absolute.
Great question. Great question. And interchange. That was really, that was fun. I can't stop writing. I'm not really, just so you guys know, I know we have Nuala Naughton in the house from Scotland, who's the journalist for this event, this month-long event. So Nuala, I'm just taking notes for my own, because I love so much what's happening here. Is there anyone else that has any questions or comments or wants to give flowers or just share what they're doing, which might resonate with what Matthias is doing? The floor is open. If anybody, just please.
Well, I personally, since you are allowing this, if I may, definitely interested in the work that your partner has done. I've been involved in that work before. And so I'm a new NFT artist. So I'm continually looking to figure out how to really make an impact in the space, perhaps even be a little bit of disruptor, but also to continue with my vocational work. What would your suggestion be in terms of things that many artists hold dear to themselves, whether it's homelessness, providing support and holding space with survivors of domestic abuse and sexual assault, whether it's feeding children, providing clean water, Indigenous missing women. What would be your suggestion in terms of presenting a type of charity project that also supported a charity along with the artist?
I think that there is quite a movement in this direction, and what I think is important, and that's some part that I'm really since many years strongly believe in, that we have with these NFTs, for example, we have this shift of power, and we have a redistribution. It's fractionalized power, and if you look at it, and maybe that's already the terminology that you use, that you should, this would be my advice to change. You are not a mini project. You are one part of a huge project.
Right.
And find the connections, find peers, put them together, and become a strong impact.
A block. Yeah.
Yes, and that's what I would say. So you're maybe a small, but I wouldn't even use this word. Is that you are one unit of a massive movement. Find the people, align with them, search them, connect with them, align with the message, and each and every single content you bring to it and project, will be multiplied through them. So it's already viral, and that's what I would do. And don't think about how a small artist can get out. Think about how today is the time of actually the individuals that support each other to become a bigger unit. That's my belief.
Collaboration.
Yeah, that's I think what's happening. And
Fantastic.
This is what I would say. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's the point. You're part of a huge movement, and be aware about that, and be aware about the power and the energy and what's accumulating, and what you can the butterfly effect, right?
Right. Absolutely.
So this is who you are now. You are the butterfly. Try to become a big storm.
I've been a big storm. I'm trying to be a butterfly now.
Okay.
Vessi.
All the coffee D'Ambrosi in the house, with Matthias Luderlo from House of Stocks, and amazing conversation here. We could go on and on. I absolutely am loving this. Thank you, Matthias, for being here. Is there anyone else that would like to share before Matthias closes up and says goodbye? Unfortunately, we know you have 8 million things on that list, and in any way that we could help support you, Matthias, please count on anyone and all of us here to connect with you on anything that you're inspired about this event and making the time for us. Thank you for making the time for us and coming to this event and sharing. You're beautiful.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Anytime again. It's a pleasure for me to be here.
Is there anyone Connect Club that has a question?
Raise your hand.
I think people are just engaged in what we're discussing, and I think that's beautiful. Fanny, do you have any questions or any comments for Matthias?
Not at the moment. I've just been absorbing everything, and
Yes,
you've got such great one-liners. Yeah.
I have already viral. He's empowering. Matthias is so empowering in this space. House of Stocks.
Okay.
I want my hat. I want my House of Stocks hat.
Okay, done.
Sweet.
Okay, I have to actually now stop. And it was great to be there. Always really enjoy it. I'm very open to, if somebody wants to contact me directly, continue a discussion. If I find time, I will definitely do that.
Is the best way to contact you through LinkedIn, or how would you like people to contact
you? LinkedIn. LinkedIn is, I think it's
cool.
Okay.
Sweet. Thank you, Matthias.
Perfect.
Thank you,
Matthias.
Perhaps Min, actually. I'm so sorry. Min, are you there?
Min has stepped away for a moment.
Oh, I see. Okay. So thank you, Matthias. We'll see you again soon. We'll see you on Connect Club. And we're so grateful for the platform of Connect Club because that's how we found you. So just so happy. Thank you again.
Thank you, Matthias.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Tschüss.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Well, that was
Great.
fun.
Yeah.
That was
Thank
fun.
you to all our speakers, Tom and Matthias, and our moderator and host, Kathy and Bessie. And thank you to Min for creating such a great opportunity for all of us to gather here and learning Web 2, Web 3, and all the transitions. Today we are live streaming on Connect Club and through Zoom, and we will also be posting. I guess you can watch this again on YouTube if anybody's missed it. I will be posting it on our social media.
I'm most excited about that, Fanny.
We're excited to see how this world merges into the new digital economy. So if there's anyone still on Voxels, welcome to join our event and networking room on Connect Club. You can access it through mobile. Just simply click on any of these, the teacup, the back wall, the stage on Voxels if you're not already on Connect Club. And so for the next 30 days, we'll all be enjoying and learning about the special Web3 dictionary as well. Can I just say a little bit about TSA NFT Incubator and about our event agenda and programs for the upcoming event? So I'm pretty sure you guys heard this before, but TSA NFT Incubator, we're an educational platform and we're powered by blockchain technologies and cryptocurrencies. It is one of the most powerful NFT investments and trading platforms on 3 networks, on the Polygon, the Binance Smart Chain, and the Ethereum network. So we are powered by our governance token, the TSA Magic Box NFT, and the rewards token, TISA, and DeFi solutions. And we allow collectors to maximize the value of their NFT collections by combining NFTs and DeFi, so DeFi is decentralized finance, into one to allow them to yield farm and stake. So using any of the NFTs, you can stake them and you can earn our TISA tokens and other forms of digital currency. So right now we have 5 spaces: the TSA Incubator, the NFT Marketplace, TSA Collections, NFT Finance, and the TSA MetaPlay. And if you'd like to learn more, we have a YouTube channel, which we're live streaming on today. And it's full of tutorial videos on how to do all of these things like NFT minting, how to stake, how to trade, and so much more. And also on the metaverse, how to put on your wearables. And you can also check out our FAQ section on our website. And we're super happy to be sponsoring this event, the Digital 2020 Boom into Web3 Social. And we've collaborated with so many users and artists and creators. We have over 100 types of wearables, our hats, our tops, our bottoms, and shoes. And we want to thank our artists and designers. We want to thank Bessie, we want to thank Brooke, Nula, Kathy, BK, Extinct, Adam for all your incredible work and all your contribution to this event. And for everybody who's joined us and continue to join our event, we are in the 2nd week and we still have a couple more weeks to go for this month-long event. Right now, if you are on Voxels, there we are, Min's already sharing. The Ocean venue will be having a video playing to display our TSA summer and spring collection wearables. And all of these, this is just the topics actually. All these words are part of our wearables, part of what we've named our wearables. And these phrases and keywords will help you to learn more about the space that we are in. And it's your gateway into this Web 3.0. And we hope you enjoy the music and video. So let's play it. Can she play that? Let's see.
Thank you, Fanny.
I think she's gonna play it. If you're already in Voxels yourself, you can actually just click on the screen and it'll play for you. But for those people in Connect Club, I think we're starting. some of these topics have already gone through, but some of them are coming up. So keep an eye out on our agenda. We have an agenda on our website that we'll be updating. And of course, on our Twitter accounts and social media accounts, we will be letting you know the day before who we will be inviting to speak. And we'll have the privilege to hear. And we wish you can join us in the morning for all these speakers and our fashion mini fashion show as well. And
Yes.
we have training classes in the afternoon starting at 1 o'clock.
I was also
1 o'clock. What time?
Oh,
Which
sorry.
time
PST.
zone?
Pacific.
Yes, today it's POAPs and smart contracts. And we had Nima here yesterday, blockchain lawyer, which blew everybody away. So that's exciting. And there will be a song written about that. I can buy for that. There will be a song written about POAPs and smart contracts. Yeah.
I'm so excited to
Shocking,
hear it.
but exciting.
I know, isn't it so
Thank
shocking?
you, Vesty.
I'm looking at the schedule. I'm looking at the schedule. And so tomorrow we have Wood and Mantra Lennon speaking at 10:45 a.m. PST. And then Keith Howes at 11:15 a.m. PST. And Keith Howes is in blockchain gaming and has huge things going on. And Wood and Mantra Lennon, our true artist friend, who is a wood carver, NFT maker, amazing, beautiful artist, who's been in NFT 99 3 times. He's going to be with us tomorrow. And so we're super excited for all that. And are just so happy. We have Joe Nix from Hardistry here on Friday to speak with us out of the UK about his platform at 10:45 a.m. PST. And then we have Jolian from Counting Coral following Joe Nix. So everything in the agenda we could share, correct, Fanny?
Yes.
Which they can hit in the link on Connect Club. The agenda, is it like an egg? What is that thing? I think we need to make it neon. The neon egg.
It's like something like that. You just hit on it. It says get agenda and it'll bring you there. I do want to make a disclaimer before we end this. Please know that crypto is risky and this event is strictly for educational purpose and not investment advice or a solicitation to buy or sell assets or to make any financial decisions. So please do your own research and talk to your financial advisors. Thank you.
Thank you, Fanny, for all of your support today. Thank you, Vessi, for your support and encouragement today. And thank you, everyone, for attending our live here on Voxel's Connect Club and YouTube. Vessi, are you taking us out with a song?
I could play it live for you. I have my guitar. I'm right in Crypto Voxels here with you, Coffee. And Fanny, I'm looking for you. I'm right by the stage. Crypto is risky.
Oh, yeah.
I'm right by the stage.
Are we together? I had to take my shoes off.
Come a little closer to me. Here, I'm going to come a little closer to you.
Are you in purple?
This is me right here. Do you see me? I'm right by Extinct is Dancing. Oh, I see you, Fanny, I think.
Oh, I was flying because I wanted to show off my
there you
shoes.
are. Now I see
it. I've got a new outfit on.
Yes, I was given mismatched shoes. I feel a little self-conscious.
I have mismatched shoes. I'm rocking them, Coffee. We're right by you now. Yeah, let's do a womp.
Let's do a picture together.
Hold on, let me.
Where should we stand?
Together. I have.
Yes, absolutely. That's a giving, Coffee D'Ambrosi. Absolutely. So this picture behind us right here, where we are, what is that going to be? What is that screen?
I think it's being updated right now.
I see. Cool.
If Ethan's around, could you update that? I think so. Maybe we should go stand by the video screen and take a
All right, let's go over there.
Let me see.
Let's go over there. I just don't know how to walk straight.
You just press the arrow. Where's your skirt?
It's on. It keeps falling off. Let me stop dancing. Hold on. I need to stop dancing.
Maybe you should stand still.
Did you put both of your shoes on one foot? Okay.
Oh, the screen disappeared. What do we do now? Is Isan messing with us?
No. Come back. Just come back.
Oh no, it's still there. It's there. Come back.
Come backwards.
Here, I'm just gonna take a picture here now.
Okay, yeah. Somebody womp. Okay. Extinct is here. Everybody womp. If we all womp, we'll get all the attention. Here we go.
I'm just gonna post it.
Let's see.
How do I'm not able to move. Okay, I see your womp. I'm gonna do it too. Womp, womp, womp.
Post wompy. So in Portuguese it would be wompy or wompy, wompy.
What does wompy mean?
It means
think we're gonna
womp.
get. I think more wompy. I think we're gonna get more
Wompy.
people coming now. Just we did one womp and 8 people saw it. So let's see if we have more friends who are gonna
Alright.
come to the party.
next.
But are we?
I